Welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking WWE 2K19, and last night was the superstar shake-up by the WWE, and what a shake-up it was. So much talent going from SmackDown Live to Monday Night Raw. In fact, Raw raided the SmackDown Live locker room, and it's going to be real interesting tonight to see who goes from Monday Night Raw to SmackDown Live. Biggest names, I have to say, which went from SmackDown Live to Monday Night Raw were actually the free agents. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn now being given a Monday Night Raw contract after Stephanie McMahon overruled Kurt Angle, allowing them on the roster. So, Sami and Kevin are a part of Monday Night Raw, but we did also find out one superstar who is going the other way. The Miz. Yes, The Miz minus The Miztourage is going to SmackDown Live, and Daniel Bryan will get his wish. Daniel Bryan requesting that The Miz go to SmackDown Live as part of one of his final requests and decisions before leaving his post as general manager, and the new general manager Paige and Commissioner Shane McMahon giving him that wish and bringing The Miz over, and Kurt Angle was more than happy to send The Miz the other way. So that is the first superstar to go in the superstar shakeup to SmackDown Live. But there was one other big moment on Monday Night Raw, well, one of many in fact, that kicked off Monday Night Raw, and this is what got me thinking about WWE 2K19. Jinder Mahal joined the Raw roster. Yes, the Maharaja ended up going to Monday Night Raw, the United States champion, and it got me thinking for WWE 2K19 about the cover star. And no, before you think it, I'm not saying that Jinder Mahal should be the cover star, although it wouldn't surprise me if Vince went down that route at the way that things are going. But someone interrupted Jinder Mahal. The charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy came out to a huge pop on the night to challenge Jinder Mahal for the United States Championship, and Jeff Hardy won. So Jeff Hardy is the new United States Champion, and this is what made me think about 2K19 and the cover star. Jeff Hardy should be the cover star for WWE 2K19. It makes sense. It needs to happen because the fans went crazy for Jeff Hardy, and that fan base has never got weak at all. This fan base has been so strong for so many years, and it doesn't matter what Jeff Hardy does in the WWE or where he goes. That fan base follows him everywhere, and I think that if WWE Games want to inject some excitement into the franchise, having someone like Jeff Hardy as the cover star would certainly do it, because in previous years it's felt like they've gone for the big name, but the big name doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to get fans excited. We've had the likes of Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, someone who isn't really interested in a WWE game. He's pretty much there for a payday, and that doesn't make things great from a marketing perspective. Yes, he's a big name. I'm a massive fan of Brock Lesnar, so I do see the appeal, but I also want someone that is a fan favorite at times. And Seth Rollins was a good choice, but again, I don't think he does have hardcore fans. Don't get me wrong, Seth Rollins does have that, but someone like Jeff Hardy is different. I think you could do an amazing cover with Jeff Hardy on it. I think the design work would be awesome. I think he'd be interested in that process too, and I think he'd like to work with 2K. I'd love to see Jeff Hardy do some sort of motion capture as well, because he loves to fly around the ring, so that could be something, and also that would be content which WWE and WWE Games could put out there for us to see. Again, only getting us more invested and excited about the next installment of a WWE game. And I just think in general, the pull that Jeff Hardy has, the reach, it would just work. I'd love to see it. Now, there are other candidates who could be the cover star, and some good names have been the phenomenal AJ Styles, the WWE champion. He'd make sense, and he would be a phenomenal choice because AJ Styles enjoys playing computer games. He is a gamer, and I always think that if you have a gamer promoting your game, that's always a good start, because if then they go to any promotional events and they're asked about the game, they're actually interested in it and not just going, oh well, yeah, I'm here to just promote this, I don't really know what I'm doing. Kind of felt like that from time to time. I think Brock even admitted that he doesn't even play games, so I felt at times Brock didn't even know he was there to promote a WWE game. He was just there. So someone like AJ Styles would be very different. You could ask him about the game and he'd be interested in it because he plays it. Someone else, Samoa Joe. He would be a very good candidate too. And with him coming back, it would be a great way to really boost him as such, put him up on a level. Guys I don't want to see, well, I think this is an obvious one. The big dog Roman Reigns. Now, I think this time round, we really want a fan favourite that, you know, although WWE class him as a fan favourite, he's their fan favourite, he's Vince's fan favourite, that's for sure. He's not really still got it completely over with the fans, and I think that sort of decision would only alienate the WWE universe. It would put them off going to buy the game, because there are those hardcore fans out there that would not touch anything that Roman Reigns' name is associated to. Now, I'm not that kind of person, but I do know they're out there. So why do it? Why jeopardize your next game? It could be the best WWE game ever. We say that most years, but it could be. And it could be the coolest if Jeff Hardy was the cover star. So, you know, I wouldn't go down that route. I wouldn't try and alienate any sort of fan. So Reigns doesn't seem like, for me, the right choice. And I kind of agree that last year, when many thought it would be Reigns, that they went with Rollins, because again, he's got a dedicated fan base and Rollins is interested in gaming too. But I just think that Jeff Hardy is very different, even if he was the special edition, because again, I think that you could come up with a very cool box design for a Jeff Hardy edition. Even in game, you could have some cool things, like, you know, if you brought back the 2K showcase, a Jeff Hardy showcase would be amazing, very special. So I think Jeff Hardy has massive appeal. If you want to go retro, I'd pick someone like The Undertaker, but it's definitely there for me. I was thinking about this last night. I'm a bit concerned about Jeff's actual United States Championship reign. I do think it's just a placeholder for them to go over to Saudi Arabia and Jinder Mahal win the championship back. I do honestly believe that is the reason why they did it. It gets a quick pop on the night, it boosts the superstar shake-up, and for those of you thinking that it hurt Jinder Mahal, it definitely doesn't if he gets that belt back, because all it does is it puts eyes on those two going into that event at or in Saudi Arabia. So it generates interest there, which wasn't there initially. So it served a purpose. I hope, in all honesty, that Jeff Hardy's reign is a longer one, but I just kind of know the way that WWE does things, that potentially could happen, that Jinder's going to get the belt back pretty quickly. So I don't know where they're going to go, but that's my expectation. But in terms of a WWE game, I'm putting it out there now that I want to see Jeff Hardy as the cover star. Another good choice which could be on the table is, of course, the returning Daniel Bryan. The Yes movement is gathering momentum at a pace, so Daniel Bryan would be a perfect choice too. Whether or not he's really into gaming, I don't know, but I think he'd be a cool choice as well. But I think there's so many things you could do with Jeff. Like I said, I think he'd love to be involved in the design aspect. He could even do a song for the game. You know, we know that Jeff loves his music. I think it's kind of limitless for the charismatic Enigma. And that fan base, you know, that favoritism that he's got, regardless of whatever he does, that serves well to promote a game like this. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. 1, let me know who you'd like to see as the cover star. 2, let me know who you'd like to see as the special edition. And would Jeff Hardy be the superstar which works for you? I think it would work perfectly, but I want to get your views and opinions on it. Who do you want to see as the cover star for WWE 2K19? I'm glad that he's on a singles run. I said that it needed to happen. It has. Maybe, just maybe, I could be right about the cover star for 2K19. Anyway, follow me on all social medias at Delzinski on Twitter and on Instagram. And all that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe, and please do hit that notification bell. We know it needs to happen. This is Delzinski signing out.